Now, understand, sex is not man-made. It's not something that we came up with. Sex is designed by God, but it's only God ordained when it occurs within the marriage covenant. There is a reason that God placed boundaries on this sacred gift. And one of the reasons is because in his infinite wisdom, he knew the devastation that it would cause. He's well aware of the power of lust, and he knows the urges and the temptation that people have to satisfy those urges. He knows all about how sex can be turned into a god, how sexual pleasure can rule our lives. And he's keenly aware that Satan will pull out all the stops in order to entice people to bow down and worship this god of sex. The god of sex whispers in our ears and attempts to entice us to remove all the restraints, to remove all those restraints, to cross over those boundaries and to run free. So I think it's crucial for us to understand that God has put these restraints and these boundaries in place for our own protection. We may not like to wear our seatbelt when we're driving down the road. It may be uncomfortable, but it's there for our protection. And the same is true with the regulations or the boundaries that God has enacted. We may not like sitting at a red light, but we know that it's there to keep us safe so that we don't run into somebody and have a collision at the intersection. God's boundaries and limitations serve to help us spiritually and to maybe encourage us to live for Him. These limitations, these restrictions are there so that we will follow Him and follow Him all the way to heaven.